Sylvester Stallone faced off on live television with liberal TV host Ethan Caldwell in an exchange that quickly transformed from a planned interview into a spectacle of raw wit, unabashed honesty, and unfiltered humor that left viewers both laughing and pondering the true meaning of toughness as the studio lights blazed down on the set, intensifying every gesture and every carefully measured word, while the audience, a mixture of loyal fans and skeptical onlookers, watched with bated breath, knowing that something unexpected was about to unfold in what was meant to be a routine debate over modern masculinity, but soon evolved into a masterclass in defiant candor and irreverent humor as Caldwell, sporting his trademark tailored suit and rehearsed smile that barely concealed his progressive agenda, opened the dialogue with a question that had become a hallmark of his interviews, asking if the old-fashioned American toughness embodied by Stallone was not only outdated, but perhaps even counterproductive in a world that increasingly valued vulnerability and emotional openness over brute strength and stoic resilience. While Stallone, who had spent decades portraying heroes who overcame insurmountable odds through sheer willpower and determination, leaned forward with a glint in his eye and a slow, deliberate blink that signaled that he was about to dismantle Caldwell's preconceptions with a combination of humor, logic, and that unmistakable gravelly drawl that had defined his persona in countless films. In one continuous, unbroken stream of words that flowed like a soliloquy of common sense and heartfelt conviction, Stallone declared that toughness was never about mindless violence or the glorification of aggression, but rather about the ability to stand up, both literally and metaphorically, when life delivered its harshest blows, emphasizing that the true test of strength was not found in the muscles that could throw a punch, but in the unwavering determination to keep moving forward despite adversity, as he ridiculed the notion that Hollywood's portrayal of conflict, where heroes solved problems with fists, guns, or dramatic explosions, was anything more than mere entertainment, quipping in a way that elicited laughter from the crowd that his films were, after all, nothing more than stories, and that no one had ever witnessed a hero saving the world by meticulously filling out paperwork. Throughout the exchange, Caldwell pressed on with his line of questioning, insisting that, in today's society, the glorification of a rugged, no-nonsense type of masculinity only served to further divide a population already fractured by conflicting ideologies. Yet Stallone, with a wry smile and an ease that belied the intensity of the moment, countered by drawing an analogy to a building under demolition, a structure painstakingly erected brick by brick, steel by steel, by workers whose sweat and perseverance formed the very foundation of society, and questioned whether it was wise to simply tear down what had been built without considering the value of that hard work, all while interweaving humor and biting sarcasm that left Caldwell momentarily at a loss for words as he struggled to regain control of a conversation that was rapidly slipping from his scripted narrative into the realm of genuine unscripted truth. As the dialogue continued unabated, the atmosphere in the studio shifted dramatically with every exchange, with Stallone's retorts growing increasingly pointed and humorous, causing the audience to erupt in a mix of boisterous applause, scattered laughter, and even a few gasps of astonishment as he dismantled the modern critique of traditional toughness by invoking the real-life examples of everyday heroes, firefighters, police officers, military veterans, and single parents, who faced danger, uncertainty, and hardship on a daily basis, and whose strength was not measured by the size of their biceps, but by their unwavering commitment to protect and provide for their families, a point that resonated deeply with viewers who saw in Stallone's words a refreshing reminder that the virtues of discipline, perseverance, and respect were timeless and not subject to the whims of contemporary ideological trends. Caldwell, whose style was marked by a preference for sanitized, progressive rhetoric and meticulously rehearsed questions designed to trap his guests into apologetic positions, found himself increasingly outmatched as Stallone's impromptu monologue unfolded with the cadence of a seasoned fighter rallying for a comeback. each sentence delivered with a blend of humor and gravitas that not only undercut Caldwell's scripted arguments, but also painted a broader picture of what real toughness meant in a society that had perhaps grown too soft in its critique of traditional values. And while Caldwell attempted to steer the conversation back to the supposed dangers of perpetuating a mindset that celebrated aggression over empathy, Stallone's Respo